Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. I'm going to explain, I guess you can call it 4 videos I'm going to put out today. I don't usually explain them, but I want to make sure people understand because they're not finished. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let me just start from the beginning. Okay, I did a review, a 2-part review, intending on Jeremy to be able to edit them together to make one, and we tried to do that last night, and we can't do it. The computer is an older computer. We need a new one. So between it and he says possibly my phone, the one I'm using right now to record on, which is I've had it for 3 years. I can't see it, not doing what I need it to do, just being 3 years old. It's an iPhone 8. I think that's what it is. So anyway, but yeah, the computer is old, and it's been really, really slow. But yeah, in the editing package that we have on it, my nephew gave it to us, and that's been, 4 years ago, maybe, something like that. Anyway, we're having trouble. I mean, we've been able to do some videos on it, but it just gives us a hard time. Sometimes Jeremy's able to do it, sometimes he's not, and it's not doing it now. So he's not able to do it. So I don't want to keep these 2 videos on my phone until we get a computer, because I don't know when that would be. So so I'm going to go ahead and put them out, and they're going to be titled. One is a video of a Don Pablo coffee, char beans that I did. I like to show the first part of grinding the beans, and then and smelling the coffee after it's been grounded and whatever, and tell a little bit about the company and stuff like that. And then I like to do a second part of me trying it, tasting the coffee, and then talking about the company, a little bit more. And then Jeremy's able, put it together. And sometimes when you're grinding beans, I don't know how many of you eat ground or drink whole bean, use whole bean coffee, grind your own coffee. I'm trying to eat my breakfast too. But the grinding process can take a little bit, depending on how much you're grinding, and I grind a pretty good amount, to last me a while, and I keep it in my sealed container. Keep it fresh. This thing here, see, it's pretty cool little. Take that up, do this. The rubber seal in there expands somehow, some kind of scientific way. But so anyway, they're going to be 2 parts. I'm going to, title it Part 1 for the grinding one. And then, like I said, the grinding part, it takes a little bit. So fast forward to that. If you don't want to hear all that grinding stuff, I don't know. If you want to, say it's an ASMR grinding video, you can do that. So there's that, and then I'll do the part. I'll upload the part 2 of that, and I'll try to remember to put the link for part 2 down below on part 1, and then on part 2 I'll try to put the link for part 1, because a lot of times people watch part 2 and they don't. More people watch part 2 of some of my videos I put out before they then they watch of the part 1. So I'll put the links to both down in the description. So that'll be that video. And then I have another one that I did of of wrap snacks icons, ramen noodles, and when I did this video, I intended on reading. They have stuff written on the back, quotes of the rappers, you know, and what's the word? Phrases that they come up with that are inspiring to people. And I forgot to say that on the video, and it irritated me because I wanted to read this stuff on these things because they're pretty cool. And so I made it part 2 and read this, and I can't remember what else I said, but anyway, I was gonna have Jeremy edit that one together, make one video. Can't do that either, so I'm gonna do the same thing with this. The second part is not very long, but you know, I don't like leaving things unfinished, and I don't like uploading videos that I'm not satisfied that I did what I intended on doing. So that's why I'm doing it this way, and I'll do the same thing on this one. I'll put the link to part 1, and then on part 2 I'll put the link to part. You know what I mean. Anyway, so those will be. I'll be uploading those today. So until we get a new computer, I won't be able to edit anything. You know, I like the editing. It's fun. It's a little time consuming for us, and I don't know how to do it. Jeremy's the one that knows how to do it. So I have him do that for me, and he's not always had the time. So that's why we don't edit a lot of videos. So there you go. Maybe it won't be long before we get a computer. We got a lot of crap going on right now. Issues with the house and stuff, so that's priority. Computers are not. So all right, so I'm gonna end it there. I just wanted to explain these. There's going to be 4 videos coming out, part 1 and part 2 of Don Pablo's Char Beans Coffee, and part 1 and part 2 of this is Masterpiece. I already did that one. E40. So that'll be E40 review. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to end it there. I just wanted to explain it to you. Of course, only my subscribers are, you know, the ones that pay attention are going to watch this and understand what I'm talking about. Anybody looking, you know, just kind of searching for this that are not subscribed, they're not necessarily going to know that there's a part 1 or part 2 unless I put the link down there and maybe write it into the description or something. So I got to be a little detailed if I'm gonna you know, have people watch my review of the ramen noodles. So there you go. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate your understanding about part 1s and part 2s. I don't like doing it that way, but sometimes it ends up doing it that way. Before, my phone doesn't do it anymore, and I don't know why. But when I used to do my reviews, mostly my beer reviews, you know, a couple years ago, and even before that, when I would do a review on my phone, as soon as I got a call through my phone, it would cut it off right in the middle of my reviews and make me so mad, because you know the beer's already halfway drank and I've already explained a lot of things about it, so you know, the review is ruined. But what I was doing was I would just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna push record, and I will start where I left off and then do a part one and part two. But those are the ones that I was talking about that a lot of people were watching the part two and it didn't look like they were seeing part one. There was more views on part two than there was part one. And I was like, I don't know if everybody's watching part one or not, you know, even though I put part one on there. So anyway, okay, I think I'm done. I thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you all on the next one.